might as well start with that Call of Duty. That obviously, if you're on the Xbox or anything but PlayStation side, you now have access to it by just paying the $17 a month. Even though honestly, at some point, if you're a Call of Duty fan, that's your one game you're buying every year. You already bought it on whatever system or thing that you play it on normally. So I don't know that Game Pass does a whole lot for you, but for the people that already have Game Pass and don't usually play Call of Duty, or just like me that don't want to invest $70 for a campaign, uh, hey, gives me an opportunity to try it because I do like the campaigns. The last one I played was, well, you played one more recent than me because you reviewed Cold War.
Right.
Um, both you and Jens reviewed Cold War,
Yeah.
and then you got I last one I played in full I think was Infinite Warfare. So it's been a
That
while
was
for
like
me.
that was I think like damn near 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Almost that long since I reviewed a Call of Duty. So yeah,
You're a big fan of the franchise.
well, it's just like I don't, it's one of those where it's like, okay, you never know when Activision is going to give you a code or not, and you don't want to go and say, okay, I want to review the game. They don't give it to you, and then it's like, okay, I'm stuck paying $70 for this game that I'm going to play for 6 or 7 hours and then never touch it again. So
No, when you say I want to review the game and they say you don't get a code, then like, well, I guess I'm not going to review the game
yeah,
then.
but yeah, so it's to me, I mean, most of y'all probably know at this point if you're a Call of Duty fan, it's based off of the Gulf War. They have all the stuff with the political stuff in there, showing the different presidents that were around during the time or making comments. Obviously, Daddy Bush, George H.W. Bush around that time. So I've only played like the first like four missions. And what I do like is that it feels like every mission feels different, even though they're connected by the hub that you go into, which is cool, right? They have a hub that your characters will go into, woods and the like, and you'll kind of go through the like mission structure beforehand, like kind of give you like the investigative stuff, the setup, all that, and then you go into the next mission, and each one of them feel different. Like it's it does encourage you to be like stealthy, but I didn't feel like I was being punished necessarily if I didn't want to be. Right, I could still go in guns blazing. Obviously, you're just gonna have to deal with more, taking out more enemies and stuff like that. I liked throwing my knife at people, which was fun. That
Yeah.
was cool. There's one that feels like a horror, like a survival horror game because it's all dark and you're like sneaking around that way. And I haven't gotten to it yet, but I have seen it. It's one that looks like it could have straight up come out of control with all the like the phasing in and out and um different like kind of like time changes and all of that. That looks really awesome too. So
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
excited to
the
get to that.
the bastion of military realism shooter.
Supposedly there was something similar to that in like Cold War as well. I don't know if you remember, but there's like a level like that they, and then like the hub is also similar to Cold War supposedly.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Yeah.
but it's getting a lot of rave reviews as far as the campaign goes, like probably one of the better ones in Call of Duty's history. I'm enjoying it so far. Uh so I know
I,
that's kind of been a mixed bag.
After some of the
But
last two, it couldn't get much worse. I mean,
oh yeah, of
um,
course, like what last year's was like 2 hours
yeah,
and people were complaining about that. So,
and
you know,
everyone hated Vanguard.
yeah, Vanguard. I mean, then they redid Modern Warfare, which credit to them for the hub that they have now that lets you. So when you download the game, I mean, if you're, let's say you're downloading it for on Game Pass and you haven't played, you're like me, you haven't played Call of Duty in a while. Um, there's a hub now that you have to download first, and then it allows you to choose which game that's on Game Pass, which is Modern Warfare 2, 3, and Black Ops 6, that you want to download. And then you can decide to only download either the multiplayer or the campaign or whatever. So you're not having to download the whole like 300 gig file, which is great because most people don't just have, unless you just don't play any games, don't have like that much space probably on your system without deleting a bunch of other stuff. So I appreciate that. It was only like, so in total, I probably have like around 90 gigs between the hub and the campaign downloaded.
Right.
And yeah, way better for my system than what it normally would have been to get everything where it makes you download it all. So
Yeah.
props to Activision and all them for doing it that way. I'll keep plugging away. My plan was to hopefully like actually try to finish it on Sunday, but then I had a lot of stuff happen on Sunday where I had to go help out a friend instead of get to play this. So but yeah, I'm enjoying it, and y'all that play the multiplayer and zombies and all that, I'm sure y'all are enjoying it too. That's, I'm sure, similar to the other years that it has been around. There might be new things, but I haven't tried that out yet. If I do at all,
It's a lot quicker because I played
yeah,
that open beta, and it's like
yeah, because
fast.
don't they have that like new shadow motion or something like
Yeah, you
that?
can like
Or,
dodge
yeah,
anywhere or run in any direction, and also like dodge and do shit like that.